Good morning, everyone. Grab a cup, join me. So glad to see everybody here. And I'm glad I still have internet because the monsoons have arrived. It is thunderstorming. It's been doing this, I don't know, probably the break of dawn or something. But I didn't expect a big, huge thunderstorm like this today. I didn't expect flash flooding warnings or that kind of thing. What the heck? um, So, usually, most of the time, Doug and I traipse off and go to Pocono on this weekend, which is today. Well, we didn't plan on it. And yesterday we were offered tickets again to go. And of course, I had to hesitate. I wanted to be there all weekend because my guy was driving all weekend. But no, I said no to the tickets, and my gosh, I remember last year, right before we got to the Pocono Mountains, it did this. A big, huge thunderstorm, huge lightning, scared everybody half to death. They all went running for cover, and we were in line, to get off the highway and go to the Long Pond Road. It was like everybody just stopped. You couldn't move. And then after that, there was this flash flooding in the parking lot. And when we came out later, my car was underwater up to the axles. I was like, what the heck? So that would definitely happen again, I think. So I'm glad I didn't take the tickets. Although I wanted to. Go ahead and guess what kind of coffee this is and what kind of creamer. You already know. So, will the race go on today? Do we know? I don't know, but just remember there's no lights there for evening racing, so it'll end up going to Monday. If so. But anyway, I had a day off this week. And I didn't have to take the day off because, with being your own business, you could have worked or I could have went in, but I decided no, I was going to work on stuff here. And I just ended up going crazy and going over into Saturday too. So I ended up doing a video and stuff, and I've been working on stuff. It's great. I'm going to show you everything I worked on for the week right now because I want to. All right, so last night I did a little bit on the sorbet set. So one of the sweaters and the blanket. So I ended up getting 3 of these sorbets. These are the Bernat Sport Ombre. They were from Joann's. I ended up getting 3 of them. The third one's just over there. It's not started on anything. But the MJ's Off the Hook Granny sweater got some love last night. I have it up to midpoint now. She tells you to do 10 rows in the body, but it's your choice. So I think I'm gonna do a couple more. Just want like 1 or 2 more because I did the 10 rows and anyway. So it got a little bit of love. It hasn't had any love since May. I've been writing it down. I have this journal now. When I pick something up, I put the date in the page. And then the other item in the Superbly Simple is, in the sorbet is the Superbly Simple. And I did a couple rows on that too. But again, it's got a long way to go, right? Long way to go. But how cool is this pattern in this yarn. And you don't have to think. You just can do when you don't feel like thinking, right? So those two just sit in the living room in these two little bags. And when I feel like it, I pick them up. I'm going to move them over there because they're in my way. So that way. I got a fan going, and it comes across here, because I'll tell you what, not only have the monsoons come, but the heat has already started. It started yesterday. It didn't feel so oppressive until last night when we were watching TV. I said, "Is it like getting hotter?" And he's like, "I guess so. It was sticky." Anyway, so I also, and we're talking about the cuddle along right now, so I also took out this bag, and it was because on Thursday I worked on my new sweater, and I thought, I really should finish the other one. I really should. So I took this bag out yesterday morning, and I looked in here and I said, "Oh my gosh, I am almost done with one of the sleeves. I've got like 1 or 2 rows plus the cuff." And I'm like, let's do this. So this was the Heavenly, I believe, Heatherly yarns. And it is Knit Picks yarn, sport weight. And I got pink, and the colors are lovely names. Sweet Bing and Sweetheart. So kind of like Sweet Bing cherries. Beautiful, beautiful colors. There's the darker one. And there's the lighter one. It's just pink. And so I got that sleeve done, and set myself up with picking up the second sleeve before I left yesterday. And while I was there, I finished it. So this sweater is done, and I didn't put it on a hanger yet. Let's try that out. Oh my gosh. So this was started sometime last year. And I'll tell you what, I do have a pattern for us, what they call, a simple sweater, just a raglan. Okay. And I said, well, I'm going to do that raglan, but I'm going to do the edges a different color and teach myself how to change color, right? But then I also decided to do a different stitch on that. So it wasn't just, yeah. So that's why this took so long, because my goodness. So there we are. It is finished. Wow. It's cute, cute, cute. I am so happy with it. There are what you would expect to see from a beginner. There are elements that you might see from a beginner. But still, I did the moss stitch on all the edges, right? That was something I decided to do. So, oh my. But hey, it's done now. Woohoo! Done. Love. And the buttons I used were the roses. So I don't know if you can see that, but oh yeah. And it is so soft. So that means I can cast on another one, right? Another sweater, right? Yeah. I think that's what that means. I know Denise agrees. So what I did was last night I had Doug take the Yarnable from this month, the June 25 Yarnable, which was the sprinkles. Cue the confetti. He caked that up. So we'll see how long it takes me to cast that on because, it's ready to go. The yarn's ready to go. All right, so we're going to do a drawing for the random cuddle along and see who that is. I got 21 names in here. We'll take a spin. And it is Carolyn Tierney. Congratulations, Carolyn. All right, let's see if Carolyn is here. And if she is, she can take a spot on that bracket board or something out of either one of the baskets. Don't know if she's here or not. She usually is, I think. There she is. Yeah, right. Basket. You want this basket? I'm guessing you probably do. Maybe not, but we'll bring it down here. So we have bag number 1. Bag number 2 is right behind it. The third is a skein in the center. The fourth is bag number 4 over here and bag number 5 behind it. You can't see. We have a project or that's this little pouch. My words, Anyway, a bag from Yarnable that has things in it from different things in it. 3 different books to choose from. There's a knit magazine called The Knitter. There is a bedspread book and a step-by-step knit book in there I've thrown in. The yarn in the middle. Okay. All right. We'll take the yarn in the middle. This yarn was in a mystery bag from Aberdeen Wool. So it is wool. It is a Barocco Lanus. Yes, it is. This is a light blue, 100% wool. It is a little toothy to feel. Yep. Hopefully you like that. To try out, make a hat. I don't know. It is a 4 medium. What else you want to know? 219 yards. How about a nice stitch marker? I have a couple of smiley faces made up that I just got done yesterday because I pushed and shoved. Let's see. We have 2 angels left, a mushroom, a small little peach butterfly, purple, orange, blue, and teal smiley faces. What do you think? Cowboy hat, cowboy boot, Texas, blue smiley face. Okay. It will match the yarn perfectly. We will try and show that on the screen. There it is. There's the smiley face. Hopefully that'll capture in the video, whatever it is. Anyway. There you go, Carolyn. Congratulations. All right. And then if you were watching the video, you would have seen that I finished my June hat and my washcloth and towel set. So the towel or the washcloth and towel set, we were talking about it. I believe a couple of you had done this pattern. It is the clean sweep dishcloth from Hirschner's. And I said as soon as I started it that I thought that I'm a loose crocheter. So my start felt loose and open weave. So I didn't know whether I was going to like the washcloth or not. But it turns out that I do like it. So there it is on the live camera. So yeah, this is really fast. It goes real quick. Yeah. So I'm up to date. I did 6 months worth of these. I hope I can continue and do the whole year. Now, I had enough left of mine to do 2 more toppers. So I am going to make the 2 toppers for my daughter's mother-in-law. So my daughter likes Minnie Mouse. She always has. She's little. She had a dancing Minnie Mouse that sang and stuff. It was adorable. So I did her towel topper this time with a Minnie Mouse button on it. And I have enough to do her mother-in-law, Mickey Mouse. So I'm going to attempt to get them done pretty soon here. And that will be from her for Christmas. Because I figure she likes to give things that are handmade also. And so why not share? I have the buttons that Connie sent me. So I might as well use them. So there's my set done for that. Okay. I love using buttons on stuff. I have a whole collection of buttons, and Linda sent me a whole bunch too one time. And I love to be able to go through my buttons and see either what I can make to match the buttons or what buttons I can dig out to match whatever I'm making. You know how fun it is. I've always been able to do that. Yeah. You guys like Mickey and Minnie too? Yeah. This is the way it goes, I guess. All right. Well, we did not do the first draw of the day. So go ahead, Deb, mark the chat. And if you would like a spot on the bracket board or something out of the basket, here's your first chance to do it. You have to have United States address to get anything sent to you. So that's the first one. And we'll go ahead and do that, because I usually do it sometime around the time that I'm talking about the cuddle along. So anyway, we talked last week about what we're going to do for the cuddle along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually end the cuddle along entries on July 1st. So you have till July 1st to get in your 3 finished items to get into the grand prize drawing. And that grand prize drawing is, of course, the bag, the purple bag, and it has the ice yarn in it, the blue and yellow ice yarns to make a blanket with, like mine, like this one, or whatever. right? Or whatever. And then it also has the notions pouch and a stitch marker holder from Cindy that has my logo on it. So anyway, we will have that drawing next. Yeah, let me see now. No, next Sunday will be your last random, okay? And when we get that one done, you'll have a couple more days to get your last entries in for grand prize. And then on Sunday, I will draw the final for that. It'll actually be in July, so it'll be 2 weeks from now. And that way it'll be drawn on the live. Okay. But in the meantime, on July 1st, we will start a new make along for July, and that'll be Christmas in July. And how that'll work, again, I post the rules in the Facebook group, and then you will see that, well, Christmas in July, so let's make something out of Christmas yarn, make something for somebody for Christmas, but you'll have 1 month to enter, and I'll come up with something for the prize, and that'll be our July make along number 56. I was anyway, so did we get a winner? We had 18 entries. I know, I'm laughing. Oh, he was being nice. Can you hear the thunder? Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I certainly can. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll still be working on all my cuddle alongs because, as I was going to say, August and September, we will be bringing back the cuddle along. And then October and November, we will do our whip it good and finish up our whips for Christmas. Okay, so Charlene won. Let me see here. I missed it, Deb. Oh, yes, Charlene won. She wants something out of the basket. Okay. That coffee's so good, I've almost finished it already. Yeah. Basket is got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And that notions pouch. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, and then we have the 3 books that you're well aware of. She wants number 4. Do you want me to open it? It's an exciting one. I think it is. I think it is. Did everybody get their prizes now for the last couple weeks? Because a couple were delayed, and I'm sure everybody is sent out. I just want to know if you got them. Yes, open it. Okay, ready? Okay. Yeah, I put my hair up because I knew it was going to be hot. So you probably don't recognize me. This is a skein with Bert. Yeah. Oh my goodness sakes. Bert. Talk about perfect for the cuddle along. So you get the yarn to make a hat. The pattern's in there if you want. And I do have an ongoing challenge to myself to make all of these. I'm not going to give them or sell them until they're all done, and I have not got one on the needles at the moment. But last year I did what, four or five. Anyway, I'm making sure I don't give them away. You know, that everybody helped me get as many as I could. So once in a while you got to give one, but I'll make sure I have all of mine. So what stitch marker shall we? You want to get the kids' pool out? Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what happens though when I'm trying to read everybody's stuff, which I don't usually do, but I want to make sure I don't. Okay. Let's do a stitch marker, Charlene. My choice. Okay. All right. We'll get you something. What do we got here? Oh, I'm gonna have to give out a Christmas one next month. Oh yeah. Yep. I got a mushroom left. Little teeny tiny mushroom. I'll put that on there. All right. So usually at this time we play Let's Make a Yarn Deal. So we will do that now. How does this work? Oh, I got to put that back in the wrapper. That's right. I do. How does this work? You have to have the United States address to win this. And you need to have your chat on live chat just because you don't want to miss on the draw. Anywho, Miss Deb marks the chat and it goes on her screen, and you put your favorite color and your favorite weight of yarn in the chat, and Deb goes and gets me a winner. And then I don't know what is on my screen, but something is stupid. Anyway, she gets me a winner. I walk around Christie's closet and try to match up what you're telling me to find, and it's always fun. And so in the meantime, I usually say, I also have this to show or that to show. All right. So if you watched the last video, you already know that this week I also finished my June hat using the Big Twist yarn. Now the winner for June will win a skein of this Big Twist yarn. And it's over here with a star stitch marker that is finally done and ready to go. And we did kind of like a 4th of July theme for the month, because the washcloths also are 4th of July type and dark blue yarn with a star stitch marker for the hats, or the washcloths rather. There we go. So I finished my hat. I was doing an MJ's off the hook sun hat. And here it is. Ha-ha! Cool. And that is crazy how that stripe came right across the middle of the hat. It was not planned. I had no idea that was going to happen. She can flip her hat up. Oh, yeah. And I was, like I said, I was thinking about putting on a star button. I have some wooden ones. Those would have worked. I decided not to because I think this is going to be more, it's not quite big enough to fit me. It's more for a younger child size. I did that on purpose. I wanted it to be smaller, but yeah, it came out great. I think it came out wonderful. So that's done. Who am I, right? Who am I? I don't know. There's plenty of yarn left too. Plenty. I can make another one in a smaller size, I think. If I weigh it, I might even, I don't know. Maybe I could get a second one. It is so nice. It really is nice. And this pattern is nice too. It goes up pretty quick, except for, your single crochets on forever and ever. But again, it's with a 4 medium yarn and an eye hook, so it's not going to be like, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I probably could wear it, but it's definitely about a 19 because 19-inch because this is my smaller head statue or whatever. Styrofoam head. Yeah, I know. But the only problem with making stuff like that is you start new. You know what I mean? You start new. I did that too. And I want to start something else new too. And then I've got this yarn sitting over here from Joann's that I left out on purpose so I could see it. And it's right there on the top of the desk over there. And I'm like, should I make something out of that for myself? And it'll take forever because I have a sweater that is for me and it is taking forever. Okay, we have a winner. We have Latoya. Okay, and number 4 in any variegated yarn. Okay, well that's fun. Number 4. Okay, play me some Van Halen because that's what I like to listen to when I'm going around the room and finding stuff for y'all. So Latoya wants a variegated number 4 in any color. Let me see what I can find. Okay, thank you. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, doo-ba-doo. Hmm. Well, this is interesting. Okay, well. You know that when you find a one skein you don't know what you're going to do with, well, you can always give it to a friend, right? So we'll see what happens here with that one. Goodness. Aha. 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 All right. We'll just make it one of those crazy kind of drawings that you're all used to seeing, okay? All right. The first one that I came across was a one skein wonder, right? One skein wonder. So we'll show that first. All right, you ready, Latoya? This is your normal let's make a yarn deal drawing. Yeah, and I know you all love it, so let's do this. Okay, so this one skein was definitely in the ballpark. We got a number 4, we got a variegated, and definitely interesting. So this is an I love this yarn. Who goes to Hobby Lobby? Never. That would be me. So a couple of times in my years I have gone there, not very often, and this colorway is crazy gorgeous. It is called Citrus Punch. Yeah. Okay, so there's your first choice, right? Ready, Latoya? I found, now this one I can show you easily because the bag is open. Ice cream smoothie, and this one is a 3. So I didn't hit it exactly, but look at the color. This is a light blue, right? And cream. Gotcha. But that's not all. I'm making it hard. Making it really hard. Next to that one was a bag with the lavender and cream one in it, right? Okay. All right. So let's see what happens. Would you rather trade them, all those, trade them up for something out of the basket or a spot on the bracket board? Drum roll. Let's see what happened. I knew I knew she would want the lavender and cream. That's why I brought it over here, because I said, oh, right behind the blue was this. All right. Okay, great. We will do that. And then we will go into Ask Me Anything. I'm going to go put this one away. Yeah. So then I can make something with it sometime. Those ice cream smoothies are beautiful. They really are. I hope you make something nice with it. I'm going to have to pick out a stitch marker for you. I know. Yeah, and I know that. I know that. That's why I figured I'd throw a purple one in there just to see. I have a purple smiley face if you would like that. I do have one. Right here it is. Purple smiley face. Do you want that? Or do you want something else? I guess I'm going to have to open the bag to put it in there. Oh. Okay. There we go. Oh, it looks great against the purple yarn. All right. So thank you, Latoya. All right. So we are on to what else? What else do we got to do today? I don't know. Let's talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So ask me anything within reason if you want to talk about the make-alongs and things. Christmas in July, what's coming up? How about if anybody wants to come on the show, I will put in the link for that. If you want to join me for 5 minutes, show me what you're working on, that kind of thing. That's always nice, right? I showed you everything I brought out here. Yeah, I did. Nobody has guessed the coffee yet. Crazy. I can't believe it. Oh, don't know. We will have one more drawing, though. We will definitely. What else happened? I went to Michael's last week. I did that last week. Got a new phone. I'm going to have to I can only do one video at a time, so there won't be any splicing together right now. You could tell that we're storming because my right through here hurt. Every time like I move, I can feel it like, oh, but I'm not going to not stitch today. I am definitely, I might even cast on that new hey, I told you, the Yarnable, I haven't been casting them on enough. So what I'm thinking is pairing it with another color. And there's a little bit of pink and a little bit of teal in here. So I need to pull out a dark color, and I will do my sweater a little bit different. I will do the cuff, the top part, and the cuff in the very bottom part, I think, with a dark solid, and then do the rest with that. I'm excited about starting that. Guess so. And I did use the chow goo on the pink sweater, so I think I'll have to go down a needle size, though. Nobody's coming on. Okay, nobody has any questions. We're all good there. All right. I'm going to have to put this pink yarn away. I'm thinking what to do with this pink yarn because I have so much left. I mean, this is like the whole entire skein just about. And so I'm thinking of making a crocheted item out of the texture book with this yarn. So that might also be another start because there's quite a bit left and I don't want to waste it. Of course I'm not going to waste it, but like put it away for a rainy day and then forget about it. So I'm thinking maybe I will do something crocheted with it also. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Okay, well, maybe we'll just put it right back in this bag. And yeah, that's going to happen. I just make baby stuff all year long anyway. So that'll happen. Okay, well, let's do the last draw then, Deb. Let's do the last draw. So if you've been watching along, then you know that sometimes if there's a yarn left over from Let's Make a Yarn Deal, I would put it in the last draw. So Deb's going to mark the chat one more time. It's your chance to get something out of the basket. Right basket. It's also a chance to get on the bracket board. And then the last item you could get is this, that yarn that Latoya didn't want. And this is I love this yarn in Citrus Punch. I believe it is. Yeah, Citrus Punch. Look at those colors. Yeah. All right. So we will do that. Let's see. What did I not talk about? Everything. I did. Oh, for Christmas, I asked for the Simply Knitting magazine. And I got it. But it took forever to get the first one. And it's like way behind. Like I got the Valentine's issue in May. Or something like that. In April. No, the Valentine's issue came in April. And then I was like, okay, or March or something. Anyway, I did get it. So I got my third issue of Simply Knitting. Now, these come from the UK. So I just want a knitting magazine to come to my house. Whether I make the stuff or not, I don't know why, but I want to get it. And oh my gosh, there is a baby sweater in here. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm ready. Because you know you have to pay attention, right? You can't just Teresa, do you see this? Isn't it adorable? Oh my goodness. So yeah, ducks going across the middle of the sweater, and then the whole side here, the button plaque is sideways, right? There's a lot of detail and color work. I know. I know. And then there was one sweater here that it's on the front. It's literally on the front of the book. It's the yellow sweater. So what that is embroidery across the yoke. So it's not done while you knit. It's after the fact. And that's okay. But again, it's still a full entire sweater for myself. So I don't know. I don't think I would want to do it, but it's just in here and it's different. That has embroidery. I was thinking there was a better picture of it, but I guess not. But yeah, they have all different new stuff, right? I know. Oh, I appreciate that you think I can do that. Here's more pictures of that sweater. Linda got the coffee finally. Finally. All right, let's see. Yeah, cinnamon swirl with hazelnut. That's exactly what's in here, and it is really good. Way to go, Linda. But you know, the other thing that I like, I mean, I think is really cute is there. Okay, here we go. Again, this page is just a mobile. You make the pieces of the moon and the stars for a mobile. It looks simple, right? No. And also, they have all the UK um, yarns in here, like James C. Brett and what is the other one that? Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. Those yarns we need in our life. They have a drawing in here to win a bunch of it. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I did send the little. What is this? I'm trying to remember the names of the yarns other than the Stylecraft. That's it. Oh my gosh, Stylecraft yarn is awesome, right? I just want a store where I can buy all of the UK yarns. Okay, let's do. We're getting here. We're getting here. Okay, let's do Linda. Linda, what do you want? What do you want for your coffee win? See what happens when you think it's just boring? It turns into not boring anymore. Okay. Put that book down. All right, let's I'm everything's happening at once, so you just have to bear with me. All right, Linda won the coffee. Bag number 3 in the brown basket. Okay. That would be this one. I knew which one. Number 3. Okay. This looks like bougie yarn. You want me to open it? Fun. Okay. Let me open it. I think you want me to. Okay, so I'm reaching in here. This is a donut, and it is bougie yarn. So this is hooks and needles in this blue, variegated, very soft. I guess you would call this it's like a blown in. I'm not sure. For example, this is made in Portugal. It's 134 yards. It's called Pastel Majesty. It's a wool and polyamide, right? A one of. I don't think I have any more of it. If I will check. If I do, I'll send the whatever I have. But oh my gosh, it's so different. Different. You make a hat. Obviously, you could make whatever out of, but it's so, like I said. Let's see. Stitch marker. So like I said, it's got wool. Oh. That was the first one, Denise. I swear I saw something somewhere that called a color, something like that. And all I could think of was that day. And that was a blue gummy bear. Okay. All right. Do I have one? Do I have one left? My gosh. Yeah, I think I do. Yep, I got a blue gummy bear. Yes, I do. Right here it is. You can't see that that's blue, I don't think, but there's the bear. Okay. All right. Thank you, Linda. It was cinnamon swirl with hazelnut today, and it was very good. All right. Put that back into the Christmas wrapper. And we'll have to fill the basket back up. All right. So we are going to move on to the winner of the last drawing, and that is this beautiful yarn, and it is Denise. And I know you all saw that already. So she's going to get this, and she wants a dog. Let me see. A dog. No dogs with tails on here. No. There's 3 dogs, though. We got a Dalmatian. We have a Frenchie. Hang on. Frenchie. Right? And the third one is a Corgi. Now, my daughter wants one of these. I know she's a lab lover like I am, but she still thinks she wants a Corgi someday. So those are the 3 dogs, Denise. And then, of course, we have a flamingo with animals. We've got little moo cows, bears, bumblebees, and butterflies. All right. Corgi. Okay. All right. We'll get you that. Great. Congratulations, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you had a good time. I hope I make start your day out on Sunday with a lot, look forward to it every week, that kind of thing. I know quite a few of you do. And hey, it makes my day when I can have fun with people that have I don't. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay. You 2 girls want to trade? Okay, I got it. Let me see what the heck was I doing now? Okay. They were fighting right through the screen. Did you see that? Okay, so I'm going to take, this is my last thing I'm going to do before I leave now. I'm going to take that Corgi right off of there, okay? All right? And I'm going to put that, okay. Wish I had 2. I do not. Okay, we're going to take that flamingo, right? Flamingo, and put that on Denise's, correct? Am I doing it wrong? So this is now the flamingo. Okay. Oh, she wants a, okay. You see what happens when I miss it? I interpreted that totally different. Okay. Okay, so that means the Corgi is still, okay, the Corgi is still available for next week. There we go. All right. I got it. I have it now. All right, so that will be the end of today now. You don't know. You do not know because I can't make this shit up. Because if you know me that well, you can stop and discuss, because I'll be like, because we know each other. That's what makes it so much fun. All right, I think it's over. Thank you all for joining me today. Everybody watch the race today if you like the races. And of course, We are voting for the 9, not the 11. No. The 11 is got the poll, so he had his glory today. All right. Thank you for joining me. Take a moment out of each day and be creative. And I'll talk to y'all in the next video.